Caroline's a young girl with dreams of a better future, but the reality of her life is far from ideal. She lives in Minneapolis, working as a waitress in a small diner and at the same time attending classes at a beauty school. Every day is filled with monotonous routine, but Caroline does not give up, because she has a goal to become a professional stylist and one day open her own salon. Her shifts at the cafe are often spent together with her best friend Cindy, who works there as well. They support each other in difficult moments and share secrets, jokes and dreams. Their companionship fills Caroline's everyday life with warmth and the feeling that she is not alone. One evening when the cafe is almost empty, Cindy, noticing Caroline's thoughtfulness, turns her friend's attention to their colleague Adam, a dishwasher. She jokingly calls him rather cute and encourages Caroline to pay attention to him. Adam seems enigmatic. He rarely socializes with anyone, keeps a bit of a low profile, yet his quiet energy is appealing. Caroline doesn't immediately pay attention to her friend's words, but soon her gaze lingers more and more on Adam. She notices how focused he is on his work, how he avoids talking but is always ready to help if needed. The next day, inspired by Cindy's words, Caroline decides to talk to Adam. During a break, overcome with awkwardness, she suggests he join her for a cup of coffee. Adam, a little surprised by this attention, agrees. Their conversation feels stilted at first, but gradually the tension subsides. Caroline talks about how much her studies mean to her, how she dreams of opening her own salon one day to get away from the monotony of her current job. Adam listens to her intently, occasionally inserting a comment. He shares that he hasn't decided on his goals yet, but is trying to move forward despite the challenges. This conversation becomes the beginning of their bonding. Over the next few days, they begin to spend more time together. After their shifts, they often stay in the cafe when it is already closed, talking about life. Caroline feels it is easy for her to be herself in Adam's presence. She shares stories about her childhood with him, remembering how she had to grow up early after her mother died. She tells how her father always supported her dreams, even though she herself often doubted her own abilities. Adam in turn opens up to her, talking about his complicated past. His childhood was marred by constant conflict in his family, and this has left a deep mark on his soul. However, he tries to put it behind him, although sometimes the past still reminds him of himself. One night while walking through the empty streets, Adam unexpectedly takes Caroline's hand. It seems like a simple gesture, but it has great meaning for both of them. This is the moment when their friendship turns into something more. They begin to find more and more occasions to see each other, and even on busy workdays their gazes cross, filling their lives with a new warmth. Adam makes small signs of attention, bringing her hot tea on cold days or leaving her notes wishing her a good day. Caroline, in turn, also tries to show that he is important to her. Their relationship grows deeper, but it's not without its complications. One day Caroline's ex-boyfriend shows up at the cafe. He is clearly not ready to accept their breakup and begins to behave aggressively. The situation heats up, and Caroline is frightened and retreats, but Adam stands up for her, firmly realizing that she is not alone. This incident makes her finally realize that with Adam she feels protected and truly happy, but soon their lives face a new challenge that will change their destiny forever. Although their separation has brought them mutual growth and development, Adam's return to Caroline is not as joyous as they had hoped. One day during their walk through the city streets, Adam suddenly passes out. Caroline calls an ambulance in a panic and Adam is taken to the hospital. The doctors break the terrible news that his heart condition has deteriorated and now a transplant is the only chance to save his life. Caroline, devastated by this news, tries to convince Adam to agree to the operation. She begs him to think about the future, that they still have so much time ahead of them if he makes up his mind. But Adam, despite her desperation, refuses. He confesses that he's afraid that with a new heart he won't be able to love her as much as he does with the one now beating in his chest. This heart knows you, it loves you in a way that no other heart can, he says, trying to hide the fear and sadness behind those words. Caroline spends her days and nights pondering, supporting Adam in his difficult decision, but never giving up trying to change his mind. She feels their time together slipping away like sand through her fingers. Every moment they spend together becomes both joy and agony as she realizes that their days are numbered. Adam tries to live the remaining moments to the fullest. They walk in parks, look at the stars, discuss books, music, and everything that once made their lives beautiful. In these moments, they are even closer to each other than ever before. Adam, realizing that the end is near, shares his innermost thoughts. He tells Caroline how she has changed his life, how her strength and faith in him has made him a better man. But soon his condition worsens. One evening, as the two of them sit at home, he tells her that he feels tired. "I'm so grateful for every moment with you," he says before his heart stops beating. Caroline can't hold back the tears. She holds his hand, feeling the warmth go away, but what remains in her soul is the love he gave her until his last breath. Saying goodbye to Adam becomes one of Caroline's hardest experiences. She returns to her town, but she's not the same person she was before. Every day she thinks of him, of his smile, the words he spoke, and how he taught her to fight for her dreams. His choice stayed with her forever to refuse the transplant he decided not out of fear of death, but out of the love he believed was connected to his heart. In time, Caroline finds the strength to carry on. She stays on to work at a prestigious salon, becoming not only a beauty master but a person who inspires others with her story. In Adam's memory, she organizes charity events to support people with similar illnesses. Years pass, but her love for Adam remains unchanged. She still sees his reflection in every dawn, feels his warmth in the summer breeze, and hears his voice when she remembers their conversations. And though her heart aches with loss, she knows that Adam wanted her to move on with her life, following her dreams.